What's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to the office, and today we are back again on some more Call of Duty Black Ops 6. There's been a lot of negative feedback against Call of Duty recently, and for good reason. A lot of streamers and content creators are leaving the game and pledging not to return until things are fixed. Even though Call of Duty has taken a hit recently, I'm here to say that the game is not dying. Not yet, at least. I haven't played Call of Duty in like a week or so the gameplay might be a little iffy. But first, let's discuss Black Ops 6 and Warzone's biggest criticisms right now. Number one, for me at least, is connection. Connection in Black Ops 6 is absolutely terrible. These old Call of Duty servers that they've been using forever just don't hold up anymore. Did I just get noob tubed in my mouth? I love it. My ping's showing fine. Like right now it's showing 24, but like I'll have these matches with a lot of like skipping and delays, and like you can just tell the connection experience isn't that great, even if my ping says otherwise. Sometimes I'm dying around corners. Sometimes they're getting blank hit markers that aren't doing any damage at all. Everyone's seen those clips online of someone shooting a million bullets into somebody and just getting hit marker after hit marker and not getting the kill. And people are saying skill-based damage when I'm here to say it's a connection issue, not a skill-based damage issue. Skill-based matchmaking is a huge problem in this game, but that's not what's causing these clips that are, you know, showing a million bullets going into somebody and not getting the kill. That's all connection issue. And when I'm referring to connection issue, I'm referring to Call of Duty server side, not the actual player Wi-Fi connection. The second problem in this game is that cheaters are just running rampant. And this is more of a ranked problem than a pub match problem, but it's still prevalent in pub matches as well. And this is like the big problem that a lot of content creators are claiming for why they're leaving the game. Ricochet anti-cheat just doesn't seem to do that much. Call of Duty came out with a tweet saying that they banned 19,000 accounts and that Ricochet was working well. While they were saying that they banned all these accounts, the #1 person in the world on ranked was a blatant cheater, like 100% video proof cheating. So obviously people were, you know, ticked off because Call of Duty's claiming their anti-cheat's working fine. They're banning all these accounts when clearly there's a lot of people in ranked that are just blatant cheaters. Call of Duty then came out like a week later saying that they got to improve the anti-cheat and that should happen within season 2 or season 3. But that's a long time away from season 1 Reloaded whenever they first made this announcement. We aren't expecting to see season 2 to the end of January, and then season 3 is probably not going to happen to the end of spring. And that's going to be super frustrating for ranked players because they have to wait possibly, you know, 4 months until the anti-cheat comes through. That's just way too long, and a lot of players are already left aren't going to be coming back in 4 months to play Call of Duty to see if the anti-cheat that they are supposed to be improving works. Apparently once you get to the higher ranks, it's way worse. Like Iridescent, Crimson, top 250, you're gonna be seeing cheater after cheater after cheater. It's just non-stop. Unless they fix the cheating problem like yesterday, I don't see a lot of ranked players coming back anytime soon. And then the third biggest problem this year for Call of Duty, I would say, is the quality overall. A lot of the cosmetics don't seem like they have a lot of effort put into them this year. They're using AI art for their calling cards, emblems, prestige icons. They're definitely picking quantity over quality. Plus, we got some pretty bad multiplayer maps at launch of this game. I mean, I don't think I've seen worse multiplayer maps at launch since like Modern Warfare 2019. I still have nightmares from Euphrates Bridge. With Black Ops 6, they left the traditional 3-lane map system that just works so well. Every map feels like it's built around a bend. There's no real linearness to them. They better start remastering some of the OG maps because I don't know if I could take these regular maps anymore. People always complain, I want to get new maps in the game. I'm tired of playing the same old maps over and over again. And I'm just sitting here like, dude, if the map's good, I don't care if I play it over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, I know the map's good. There's a reason I play Nuketown 24/7 so much. I'd rather play a map that I know is already good over and over again than play these god-awful maps, even if they're brand new experience. Look at this incredible spawn right here. Oh my god. This game's so perfect. Should I prestige for the video? I guess. Why not? All right, so I guess we'll just go back to level 1. Prestige 8, here I come. In addition to these big problems that I mentioned causing a lot of players and streamers to leave the game, Warzone just isn't hitting the same anymore.
Ham sandwich.
If you catch my drift.
I think I get it.
I don't think I'm getting it.
I'm doing a line right now.
Like a Congo line?
Ha! Yeah.
What a dork.
I don't think this guy's talking about Congo lines. Ever since Warzone 1, I'd say starting with like the Caldera days, Warzone's popularity has just been on a steady decline. I mean, don't get me wrong, people still play it, and even I do occasionally from time to time. I mean, it's the only free version of Call of Duty out there right now, aside from like Call of Duty Mobile. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that lobby. Oh my god. If I'm leading going 6 and 15, yeah, we're not staying in that lobby no more. Warzone 1 just honestly had the luck of launching in 2020 at a time when most people were stuck at home, and this caused the game to blow up massively. I legit have a suppressor on this build. I'm looking at a suppressor right now. This isn't even a blueprint. This is a regular Amos, and it's just legit not putting a suppressor on. What is happening, bro? Like, little bugs like this just piss me off, man. But back to what I was saying about Warzone. It seems like whenever Verdansk left, Warzone's popularity just started going downhill. Of course, hype and player counts jump up during these big integration, but those are generally short-lived. Then after enough of these integrations, it just seems like Warzone's so bloated and full of too much content. You don't like Nerd when he's angry. You won't like him when he's angry. Imagine I turned into the Hulk. But with all this bloated content in Warzone after a bunch of integrations, most casual players aren't going to know what the meta loadout is. I mean, you think that Jimmy that's working his 9 to 5 with his TAC 56 build from 2 years ago is going to be working in Warzone right now? With the most recent couple years of Call of Duty, it seems like they've been trying to shift their focus to the mainline title more than Warzone, which I obviously think is a good thing. Warzone used to have these big updates like Nakatomi Plaza and Cold War, and they also had like the King Kong versus Godzilla event in Vanguard. And then plus during Warzone 1, we also got the launch of Resurgence and the Rebirth map. But nowadays, it's like Black Ops 6's multiplayer and zombies are actually getting the bigger updates, which I definitely think is a W for the game. I mean, I'm paying $70 for this version of the game. I expect there to be more updates than this than Warzone. Of course, we're getting Verdansk in early 2025, which I think will bring back a lot of players, at least for a short amount of time. I don't think we're ever going to get back to that popularity that Warzone 1 once had, but there's only one thing that can save Warzone now, and that's jetpacks. No, I'm just kidding, but could you imagine they put jetpacks in Warzone? That'd be the equivalent of like old Yeller Ring in the game. But seriously though, I've said this once before and I'll say it again. I think that Warzone just needs to be its own separate game, its own separate application. Think of it like Call of Duty Mobile. COD Mobile isn't tied into the mainline title at all, and it's working out well. It's came out 5 years ago and it's still doing great. Give it its own separate content, give it its own separate updates, and I think Warzone would work out a lot better. I understand that it's convenient to have this cross progression between multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, but I think that most people already have their preferred way to play. No matter what change they make, I don't think we're ever going to see the heights that they had with Warzone 1 during 2020. In the end, is Call of Duty actually dying? Course not. Activision and Microsoft continue to make buku bucks, whether that be from the mainline Call of Duty title sales or the cosmetic shop bundles. I mean, Call of Duty survived much worse than this. Think back to COD Ghost, World War II, Infinite Warfare, Vanguard. I think that Black Ops 6 is in a much better spot than most of those games. Obviously, Black Ops 6 needs to fix the big problems that I mentioned to bring back the content creators and players that have already left the game, and they need to fix those problems like yesterday. But as long as the majority of casual players continue to play the game and spend money on it, Call of Duty is going to be alive. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think that Call of Duty is dying? And if so, what is the best way to keep it alive? Shout out to my only current channel member, D. Hirschfeld. You're a G. And remember, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. Have a wonderful night.